Hey there Star Wars fans, welcome to another Bosk's Bounty video, and I'm really excited because today I'm going to be reviewing the Star Wars Rogue One Vintage Collection Imperial Combat Assault Tank. Okay, so let's have a look at the awesome vintage style box. As you can see, we've got lovely artwork on the front there. Star Wars Rogue One. The racetrack design from just like the original Kenner figures and vehicles. Of course, the Kenner logo there. So this really does pull on the heartstrings of the older collector that remembers these toys from back in the late 70s and early 80s. Just see the top of the box there. And the back is the same as the front, except we do have the Vintage Collection logo there. Disney and Hasbro, all the legal gumph. So there you go, this vehicle featured in the Rogue One film in the Jedha scenes. It's used to transport Kyber Crystals. And yeah, let's open it up and see what's inside. And in case you're wondering of how it comes packed inside the box, then it comes like this. So all nice and sturdy, not rattling around too much, which is nice. Okay, so from now on I'm going to call this the Hovertank because it's a lot easier than the Imperial Combat Assault Tank. So these are the pieces that you get with the Hovertank. So you get the two side guns there, 3 barrels for your Kyber Crystals, 2 of these little slats which go on the back, and the classic insert which you used to get with all Kenner style vehicles, which is very nice. Small instructions on the back. Okay, and before I show you the details of the Hovertank, if you like this video, don't forget to drop a like down below. Let me know what you think of the Hovertank in the comments section, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. So I'm just going to go through some of the features with you. But first of all, let's just have a look at the vehicle itself. And you can check out some of the detailing on there. So the sculpt for this is absolutely amazing. You can see some of the finer details on the side. Paintwork's really great with all the scuffs and marks and sand and dirt and grit. Some great scratches there, and where the tyres have thrown up the mud. Obviously this thing was prowling around a sort of urban city of Jedha, so it's obviously scraping along things, and absolutely amazing. I've got to say, just by looking at this now, this is one of the best vehicles that Hasbro have produced in a long time. Okay, so it does come with 3 Kyber Crystal boxes, if you like, or crates. Now 2 of them are just a plastic solid crate. They don't do anything, so they don't open. But they do have really great detail on them. You can even see some of the wording on there. So this one's exactly the same. However, this one, you can hear it rattles, and that's because it opens up, a little clip there. And inside are 3 little canisters, and again the detail on these really good, just like the film. And these open up to show a Kyber Crystal. Apologise about the lighting, I'll just try and get a bit more light involved. So those just slot back in there. Like that. And they just sit on this, the back like that. They just slot in really nicely. Like that, all three. Absolutely amazing. Now if you don't have those on, you can choose to take these out, and when I open this up, these are actually slid in there like that. And then as you can see in there, there are foot pegs for your figures. Now unfortunately I do not have any tank drivers because they aren't out yet. They're coming out in wave 2, so I'll just use a regular 5-point of articulation stormtrooper. So you can see he stands up there. I'm not really sure about that though. Okay, so the front has a little slot there which you can ping that off, and then you can see right inside, and you can see all the detail in there. Great paintwork on the seats and all the detailing. So you've got some extra little sculpts in there. I don't know if you can see in there. Absolutely amazing. Space for 2 drivers, and also the steering mechanisms or steering wheel that does actually move from side to side, which is quite nice. No movement on the second one. But I thought that's quite good. It doesn't actually move anything on the vehicle itself, but I thought it was quite nice detail inside. Even the inside of the hatches has incredible detail. So we've got some like cooling fans there, really nicely painted. And the only other thing that is movable on the vehicle is this little hatch here, which is quite nice. So you open that up there, and you can see inside its engine, which is nice paintwork on there. So yeah, they didn't really have to include that. I thought that's a nice little touch. So again, inside, if you look at the detail in there, really nice. Come down this side, you can see some control panels on there, little stickers I think those are, little gear sticks. Absolutely amazing. And then a top hatch for another figure to go in. So literally he would go in like that. And just so we can see another figure in, I've got this Scarif Trooper here. So let's just put him in there like that. Lift that up for his head. And that just looks absolutely awesome. So you can see some of the weathering on the inside of the flaps as well, which is really cool. This one's got some like spillage here from obviously where this flap keeps opening and closing. Some like oil or something spills out. But that just looks really, really great. So the front guns, they move side to side. Obviously they don't shoot anything. And these guns just move up and down. They do go 360, but obviously when it's on the ground, they can't. Just to show you, they will actually go 360 round like that. And a great feature about this, which I didn't think they'd actually do, is it has tracks and they are movable. So when you're on the ground, the tracks move really nicely. So I'm really pleased with this Hovertank. As I say, I think it's one of the best things that they've made in a long time. The detail, everything about it. Any collector's going to want this in their collection, especially if you are a collector of the vintage collection. We'll just have to wait for the tank driver to come out to really finish the scene off. But other figures do fit in. So you've got this is one of the sort of modern 3.75 5-point of articulation, so he goes in nicely. That's absolutely fine. But if you've got some old vintage figures, I'm sure these will go in as well. So there he goes, nice little scout trooper in there. And we can put a stormtrooper next to him in the other seat. Just going to take a bit more wiggling around to get in. So there you have it. Okay then guys, so that's the Imperial Combat Assault Tank or Hovertank from the Vintage Collection line. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.